I want to reach into the screen and rip people out and just bash them.
Let me talk about... Are we talking about the same idiotic person?
Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we're doing the trial of the Chicago 7. The trial of the Chicago 7 follows the true story of the 7 defendants charged with conspiracy, inciting to riot, and other charges related to protests that took place in Chicago, Illinois on the occasion of the 1968 Democratic National Convention.
That was a tongue twister.
That was a tongue twister. That took a bit. That took a lot to do.
It did. Yeah. 10 points for Reece.
Thank you. Thank you. This movie's great.
As you say, it rips.
Movie rips.
It is.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic film.
And it has a really strong political presence, obviously, being the movie that it is.
Yeah, which is relevant to today.
It is relevant to today. Yeah. But at the time it was talking about the Vietnam War. They're protesting against the Vietnam War and to have more troops be just home, not to send any more out.
Yeah, to come back. And a lot of them died in the process of the trial.
Yeah, of the whole court.
Yeah, court proceedings.
Yeah, so the film is a serious film. It is true historical events, but with liberties taken by Aaron Sorkin, the director.
Yep.
And
his first directorial debut.
Directorial.
Did I go to school?
Dictatorship debut? What?
Jesus.
Not with this movie.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's famous for movies like Social Network.
Yeah.
And
he's written a bunch of...
Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Or is it just Jobs? I can't remember. No, Steve Jobs is the one.
It's
with
the good
Michael
one.
Fassbender. Yeah. Because Jobs is the one with... what's his name? Ashton Kutcher?
That's correct, yeah.
Not too great.
Yeah.
But
it was okay.
It was alright. Yeah. I like Steve Jobs more.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But the movie's fantastic. It follows these 7 people and an 8th being Bobby Seale.
Poor Bobby Seale.
Bobby Seale was treated...
Oh my God.
Horribly.
Yeah.
There was a super racist judge. So, I mean, Bobby Seale was treated like trash within the courtroom. And didn't even have a lawyer there to represent him.
No, didn't, no.
So, without giving too much away, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was...
he's just basically made out to be just a clown.
And there's a moment in this movie that is, without giving it away yet again...
It's pretty brutal.
It's brutal. It's so savage. And I don't know, what was your feeling when you saw that moment in the movie?
Man, are we going to talk about it?
I don't think we talk about... I think we just say that it was an obviously racist moment.
It's very bad, and it's like treating someone like an animal. And as far as we know and what we listen to on the news, it's still happening in today's society.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, because this was like, 50 years ago?
52 years ago.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There is things that have changed. We have grown, but nowhere near what we should have grown.
Correct.
It is ridiculous to see the occurrences in this film mimicking the occurrences of today.
Yep.
Especially even the protests and riots.
Yeah.
The police brutality. A lot of that occurs in this film.
Yeah.
But...
What were you
going
to say, it just keeps going and going until one day something bad's going to happen, and then we're all going to be saying it's too late.
Yeah, well,
look what's happening now in America.
With people this angry, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that there's violence violence against violence is not the way to do things, but when people are this just annoyed, what are you going to get from it?
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It's sad.
Yeah. Aaron Sorkin did this film, as we said. His ability to do courtroom dramas is phenomenal.
Or just writing in general. He's a freak.
Well, it's the way that he layers his films, like he's writing, the decision to go between the courtroom to the stand-up comedy to someone in another room talking about the story.
Yeah, it's broken up really, really well. So if you're a layman such as me, it's very easy to follow. There's a huge expositional dump in the beginning.
Yes.
It's going really fast paced. There's cool, edgy music going with it, so you're getting the whole vibe that's happening. And then, bang, straight into the courtroom. And then it gets serious.
Honestly, Dan, I'm an idiot with this stuff. I have no idea.
Oh,
there were even moments in this movie where I'm like, I don't understand government. I don't understand law and all this.
Well, the way the trials run that makes you think like that.
Yeah,
it's just illogical.
But they make it like he does a good enough job to be like, oh, I understand like 99% of this film.
Yeah,
and I can empathize with the people, the characters.
Yeah,
which to say this. The characters, man. This movie's so frustrating. I cannot take how frustrating there are moments in this movie. Like, I want to reach into the screen and rip people out and just bash them.
Are we talking about the same idiotic person who was acted actually very, very well? The bloody judge.
I can't stand it, man. He just gets my blood boiling.
Yeah, man. If he was on the edge of a cliff with his one hand going, help me, I'll just kick the other hand and go, see you, buddy.
That's the way you say
because you don't treat people like that. It's terrible.
You don't. Like, he literally, I said it before, the one thing that makes us different to animals is the ability to see, to change our imperatives and go against them in a human way. To be human is to say no to our animalistic traits in moments. It is. That's how it is. Yeah. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And
it's the same seeing that in real life. But we can't, I don't want to give too much away. But we can say this judge is very unfair towards all the seven.
He's an animal.
Especially against Bob. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but you got to watch it for yourself because it's a real eye opener, and you'll feel, I'm guessing 100% of people will feel exactly the same way as us because, man, he's bad.
Well, thematically, it shows how people in power abuse that power.
Yeah.
And they take a man that has no right to be putting law, like, telling people, judging people on a stand with their life, has no right to be doing that because he's just so impervious to the understanding how a human being is, how a human being reacts and works and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's bad.
He's an animal.
So yeah, he was acted very, very well. Pretty much all the acting in this movie is just top notch. Eddie Redmayne,
it's amazing, yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen, Mark Rylance. Oh, it's amazing. Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Batman was my hero again. This movie, he was my hero again. My boy. So
it's a really, really, really good movie. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
I am giving it an 8.5 out of 10. I think the acting's fantastic, the story's important and relevant, and I think even the cinematography's fantastic.
Oh, mate, the cinematography in this movie is really, really, really good. And they even blend in little snippets of
the actual
footage of riots and stuff, and it just takes you there, man. It's awesome.
And I think the word I was looking for before, just to wrap that up, is the pacing of the film with the writing is what I was trying to say. The pacing of the movie's writing is amazing.
Yeah.
Aaron Sorkin's very good at that.
Yeah. Give it a watch. It's awesome.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and to check out Spoil Radio Podcast for our longer spoil-filled reviews.
Also, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under Neon Radio Reviews to keep up to date with what's happening.
We also respond to all direct messages, so tell us, what do you want us to review next? Thanks for watching this week, and can you take us out, Dan?
Content.